Hi, I'm Kellyanne Chaos, and welcome to this channel, Stone The Crone. Today I want to talk about gods and goddesses and how the trans activist community, the TRAs and the trans community, they don't believe in God until they do. And by that, what I mean is that most of the left, from what I understand, being left, used to be left-leaning myself, were atheists. I myself am not an atheist. I do believe in something other than human intellect being the highest of anything in the universe, but that's just me. So I suppose I fit into the spiritualist aspect of it. I am an occultist, so or a witch. If people want to call me a witch, that's fine too. But I prefer to refer to myself as an occultist, or sometimes a de-occultist, because occult means hidden or secret. Occult means hidden or secret, and I prefer to tell everybody everything. So I prefer to refer to myself as a de-occultist rather than an occultist. But anyway, back on track. So what I mean by that is they literally don't believe in God because they're atheists until someone sort of says, hey, you can't be wrong, you're not, no one's born in the wrong body. And then they go, well, sometimes God made a mistake. Well, it's like, whoa, back it up. Well, I thought there was a lot of atheism going on now, but then God makes mistakes. Which God are they referring to? Because this is now a global movement. It's no longer just in the Western countries. So we're not just talking about a Christian God here. Brazil has a very, very huge trans community, men that identify as women in Brazil and in South America. So they're not thinking probably about your Christian gods. So are you talking about your Mayan gods or your Aztec gods, or do you know what I mean? So, I was sort of looking at this article the other day, and it was saying about the women of India and what they're going through at the moment, and they haven't even got their basic female rights, as in a few, over there. Like they're still struggling with women having what we've got here in the West, and their trans agenda is completely eclipsing what those women have for themselves and have been fighting for centuries. So which God are they referring? Which God made the mistake? Are we saying all gods now made the mistake? Not just the Christian God, but every God out there made the mistake? So I just think that to me, if you're going to claim the atheism flag, whatever, that argument of oh, God made a mistake is completely new and irrelevant. And hey, each to their own belief. I believe in a higher consciousness. I don't know what it's called. I've never had a direct conversation with it. Whatever you want to call it, I don't think it cares. Is it gendered? Is it sex? No, because it's probably consciousness. So you can't gender consciousness in itself. But if you're going to talk reincarnation, well, that's another little thing. The God, which is Jesus' father. That God. So that God got it wrong. The other gods got it right. So does that then depend on what nationality you are to which God got it right or wrong? Well, then this is a world movement. So again, I don't understand which God got your incarnation into this vessel at this time and place wrong. Okay. The other thing I keep hearing all the time, and it's just sort of doing my head in a bit, is you hear men who are deluded enough to think they're women or manipulative enough to say that they're women say that they have the goddess vibe, or they invoke the goddess, and again, my argument with that is which goddess are you channeling? which goddess are you vibing with? You know, like which one? Are we talking like, so maybe I'm assuming most are thinking Aphrodite. You know, that's the feminine goddess of love and yada yada yada. Maybe that's the goddess they're thinking. Maybe so because it's also the one where if you think about Aphrodite, you might be thinking of hermaphrodite. And hermaphrodite is the combination of Hermes and Aphrodite. So maybe that's why they think about channeling Aphrodite. Okay, but again, we're not talking about a movement that is just isolated in one particular place under one particular type of religious doctrine or belief. This is a global thing now. This is a global agenda. So maybe if you're calling for the goddess to help you healing your vagina, maybe you're not actually getting maybe Aphrodite coming down, doing a lovely little spell for you and helping you heal your vagina. Maybe you're getting my girl Kali back here, the Hindu goddess. Maybe you're getting her. So the thing is with goddesses are as diverse as women themselves. Not every single goddess reeks of what they would class as stereotypical femininity. Not all goddesses are beautiful and helpful. Like my girl Kali here, who's a representation of chaos, in the personification of chaos, who represents death, time and change. Might not be for what you're actually looking for when you want your vagina. You might not be wanting this girl's help. So for one, if I was going to be calling the goddess to help me manifest something in this realm, I would be specific on which goddess name I would be calling out. I wouldn't be just calling for the goddess or a goddess. My point is, there's so many different religions and so many different gods. I don't think it is wise to say that God made a mistake, that you're in the wrong body. And I don't think it's wise to say, I will call the goddess to help me with my vagina, or I will call the goddess because I have the goddess vibes, or I'm gelling with the goddess, because you're not really saying which goddess you want. I would say my girl Kali. In my ancestry, I have Southeast Asian, which is Sri Lankan, Pakistani and Indian in my DNA. I do what is ritual magic, is chaos magic. When I say my girl Kali, it's because that's part of my ancestry. That's part of what I look into and research a lot of with my particular type of spiritualism that I do. I take everything in, especially if it's in regards to my ancestry. So, my girl Kali is also a destroyer of illusions, which is probably not going to work for those who are thinking about having sex changes. I'm at work for you. Yes, is your call. Just saying. So basically, I think men, again, are missing the point that it's not just about saying that you're a woman. It's not just about, I've got the feels of a woman. Goddesses come in a huge spectrum, from the most loving, charioting mothers to the most smiting warriors that literally wear each life that they kill, each carnation. That actually, so her skulls, the skulls are for every incarnation that she's been through. And not all those incarnations and lives have been in one gender. Because, yeah, you are your body. I totally agree. The meat suit is so important. The vessel, the antenna to why we are here, having this human experience is hugely important. We are our bodies. We are our incarnations and our experiences. As each life, we conquer the challenges that we are meant to have. And this time around, you're supposed to have a particular experience in this realm a particular way. Put it back on a throne. Now, I love occultism. I love spiritualism. I love why people think a certain way or believe a certain thing. I love researching religions, occults, cults, secret societies. That's my jam. That's my thing. And when I hear the god, goddess thing brought in, it really hurts my head. Really hurts my head just to be throwing gods and goddesses around like they're nothing. Like God got this wrong. I got the goddess vibe. Asking for help. If I'm asking for help from the gods or the goddesses, I'm going to damn well make sure I fucking know which one I'm talking to. I'm going to be doing my research into knowing exactly who I'm asking. And I'm not going to be disrespecting any god or goddess energy by literally saying that what I'm experiencing right now is their fault. So I'm going to leave it there. On that note, Stone out. Catch you later. Just having a little giggle to myself, and sorry to have to put this in the end, but I just got a cup of tea and was sitting down and thinking, like, can you legit imagine going to Anubis, the Egyptian god of death, like going to Anubis and going, fuck mate, fuck, I know I got this feather, hey, I'm gonna fucking wear it against me soul as a good bloke, but fuck man, hey Anubis, fucking think you got it wrong, man. It was supposed to be a fucking chick, not a dude. Yeah, like that'd go down well.